Our next speaker almost needs no introduction. He's a regular guest here, and he's everyone, I think, knows him by appearance, and but not only by appearance, but also by his, extreme professionalism, should I say? So I have the honor of presenting Chris Roberts, Chief Security Strategist for Attivo Networks.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
The floor is yours.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Don't wolf whistle, I'll lift the kilt. It ain't pretty. Don't dare me. It's hairy vegetables. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay, we got 9 minutes to have some fun. Okay, so evolution of cybersecurity. We have had some very esteemed people up talk about all sorts of interesting stuff. I'm going to be blunt and to the point, which most of you know is pretty much so how I operate. I just realized I'm half undressed. This is what happens when you put stuff on afterwards. So off the edge of the cliff. Let's take a step back to our childhood. How many of you as children and as kids growing up were told by your parents, don't touch the stove, it's hot, or don't touch the kettle, it's hot? Quick show of hands. All of you. What did we do? We touched the kettle, didn't we? Yes! And then as teenagers, as we were growing up, as peer pressure became something that we felt that we had to adhere to, when everybody was smoking and drinking, and some of us started really early at a little bit of both of those, what did we do? We were like, we have to follow people. So this is what we did. We were lemmings off the cliff. Then we come to our adult life. This is our adult life. You all clicked the link, didn't you? I was trying to find Win Schwartzoff, who is an amazing individual as well. He has a button, and I didn't find it online, and it says basically, don't click shit. And I couldn't find it, so this is about as close as I could get to that one today. Here's the other part of our adult life that we have to deal with, and I'm actually wearing this t-shirt. I'm not going to strip on stage, but I'm wearing this t-shirt. Actually, how well does this show? Pretty well. You guys can see this? Humans are more important than hardware. This is something that we tend to not remember. This is something as industry and as organizations, and we look at the future of security, that we basically try to not necessarily ignore, but we think we can solve all the problems by basically buying another widget, another blinky piece of light, or something else. Guess what? Here's the challenge. From a security and a safety standpoint, if I tell you something, if I sit there and go, you will not click it, you will not do it, thou shalt never do this, what do? We do it. Agreed? Now, if I explain it to you, you might listen. Part of the challenge we've had as our industry is how I explain it. One of our biggest challenges as security professionals is we've talked our language. We have not come out and effectively talked the language of business, the language of risk, the language of compliance, and all these other things. We've tried talking our way. Here's the other way. As humans, if you experience something, the chances are you will listen and you will change. But here's the problem that goes with that. Then you're going to blame us for not telling you earlier. Any of this feel fairly familiar at this moment in time? So here's the challenge. Where does this leave us as an industry? I'm going to keep walking just to annoy you. And I know there's some wibbly bits in here from last year that if I did it, the screen fibbles. So here's the question. Where are we now from a security standpoint and from everything else? And this really is about the best illustration I can put up there for it. We are going off the edge of the cliff at full speed. Why? Here's why. We have 7.5 billion people on this planet, and we really can't get along with many of them. I come from the land of the orange-haired individual, and we really don't seem to get along with very many people. You, unfortunately, are surrounded by lots of people that don't really want to get along with you. The other part of my ancestry is English, and we've done everything we can to try to sink France over the last 1,000 years. We don't like many people either. And then the challenge is, we shrank the world, the communication and the technology we have, let alone what's coming up in the future. We've done our best to shrink the world, but the challenge is we still don't communicate with each other effectively. And then what do? We're like, we're going to give everybody technology. Not just 1 or 2 bits of technology, but we're projected to give people between 20 and 30 billion devices by the end of next year. So the question is, what the heck do we do about it? What do we do about the future? How do we deal with the future of our industry, with technology, with IT, with security, and all the other areas, development, etc.? Let's keep it simple. We have to collaborate. This is why I love Cyber Week. This is why I come here. This is why I do B-sides and all the other conferences. This is the reason, because this is collaborative. You have people up on stage here from business, from tech, from all sorts of areas, from government, civilian. Our job is to collaborate. Your jobs is to take these messages and please use them. Here's why. It's going to take every damn last one of us. This is not a security problem for the future. The future of security is all of our responsibilities. This is why we have DevSecOps. This is why we have all these other types of things coming out. This is why IT and OT need to work together. This is why those of us in technology need to learn plain, simple language. Here's the reason why, and a little bit of logic behind it. If I broke something up until maybe the last couple of years, the worst that happened is you lost data. The worst that happened is your data didn't get backed up, you didn't recover it, you lost files. Who cares? To some degree. Here's where the future is. We get this wrong, people will die. And there have been some examples, and for those of you that follow me on social media, I've been a little blunt about maybe some aviation examples recently. Or you look at the healthcare world, and in the US it's the FDA. You look at the examples that they have where they have not reacted fast enough to some of the challenges with inbuilt technology we're putting into the human body. You look at some of the areas where we are not educating the younger people fast enough about safety and security online. We screw up now, this is what happens. It's as simple as that. I don't think our industry is ready for it, which is part of the problem. So let's wrap it up. I'm keeping this one short and sweet so that everybody that's in here to watch the movie next gets to watch the movie next. This is simple. I love this one. Dr. Martin King. It's simple. We all did come in on different ships. No two ways about it. We come from different walks of life. Some of us have kilts. Some of you don't. I'm sorry for you. Some of us love Scotch whiskey. Others of you love other things, and I'm sorry for you. But we're all in this together. The organizations you work for, you represent, that you come to the office for, you get the paychecks from, the places you learn from. This is who we are. We got one shot at this, and we got one shot to get it right. Please collaborate more effectively. Talk with each other. And that, as they say, is all I have to say. I kept it short and sweet. Thank you very, very, very much, everybody.
I'm still bothered by that image of what's going on under your dress.
Under my kilt.
Dress. No?
Under the kilt. I almost put the fig leaf.
Skirt.
I'll put the fig leaf up next year. So we were in, where was it? It was 2 years ago, it was DEF CON. No, it was here.
Yeah, it was B-sides.
It was B-sides here, and there's a distinct possibility that men's genitalia appeared on the screen. This year I was much more civilized and I covered it with a fig leaf.
Skirts, right?
Yeah.
It's a skirt. I don't know what he's talking
kilt.
about.
You will have angry Scottish people coming here. Didn't do that.
All
All
the
right,
way
I'm
here?
out of here.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you.
Take care, brother.
Great, that was awesome. Thank you so much for that, Chris.
Thank you, everybody.
We absolutely love having you over here every year, just because you bring lots of whiskey with you. Let's be honest. Okay, so thank you for this wonderful session. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Without any further ado, I would like to invite on stage the director, Alon Gurari, who made the wonderful movie we're all going to watch. So, enjoy the movie and enjoy Alon Gurari.